The battlefield echoed with victory cheers. The war was won, and the kingdom breathed again. Soldiers lifted their swords in pride. Ministers smiled wide beside the king. Triumph filled the air like music. But the real lesson arrived the next day. Standing before the army, the king announced, "Tomorrow we celebrate! Let joy fill the palace!" Messengers ran across lands. Saints, poets, dancers, artists, and comedians were invited. The palace glowed. Dancers moved like fire. Poets spoke of love and valor. The crowd clapped endlessly. Then came a comedian named Giliraj. No one had heard jokes like his before. Before performing, Giliraj walked around the court. He spoke to soldiers, laughed with ministers, chatted freely with maids and queen helpers. He listened more than he spoke. When he finally stood before the king, he smiled calmly. His first joke landed softly, then sharper, then deeper. Suddenly, the king burst into laughter. Not polite laughter, uncontrollable laughter. Tears rolled from his eyes. Half the crowd laughed loudly, the other half sat frozen. Why? Because Giliraj's jokes were mirrors. He turned private words into public comedy, truth into sarcasm, pain into laughter. The king, amused beyond measure, removed his gold chain and placed it around Giliraj's neck. "Unmatched," the king said proudly. Next, a saint stepped forward to speak, but the king waved him away. "Enough wisdom for today," he laughed. The court laughed with him. The saint walked to Giliraj and said gently, "You may gain fame and wealth, but success built by hurting others never lasts long." Giliraj smirked and replied loudly, "At least no one laughed at me today the way they laughed at you." The court roared again. The saint bowed and left. Days passed. Giliraj's fame spread fast. The king appointed him as royal court comedian. Whenever stress rose, the king summoned Giliraj. Some people loved him. Others feared his tongue. One day, during a grand performance, a royal dancer slipped and fell. Before silence settled, Giliraj laughed and said, "The way she fell, I feared the floor might break. Good thing the floor survived." The courtyard burst into laughter. The king clapped. The queen smiled politely. The next morning, a messenger whispered, "Your Majesty, the dancer is no more. She lost her husband recently," he added. "She could not bear the humiliation." The king said nothing. That evening, the same saint walked past the court again. He looked at Giliraj calmly and said, "People laugh when you hurt others, but when you touch their loved ones, laughter turns into pain." He paused and added, "Today your joke did not end with laughter. It ended with a life. No one stops you now, but life will," the saint said softly. Giliraj laughed it off. Weeks later, during another performance, the queen smiled gently and said, "Your humor is sharp, Giliraj. Do you always speak so freely?" Giliraj laughed, carried away by applause. "Freedom makes words honest," he replied lightly. Then, without thinking, he added, "In some places, women sell beauty openly. Here, some just cover it with silk and a crown." The courtyard froze. The queen's smile vanished. Silence fell like a blade. Giliraj realized too late what escaped his tongue. The king stood up slowly. His sword moved, not to strike, but to point toward the palace gate. "Leave this court," the king said coldly. "Your laughter ends here." Giliraj was removed, alive but broken. News spread fast. Those who once ran to hear him now mocked him. Shops refused him food. People repeated his jokes back at him with cruelty. In 1 week, fame vanished. Sitting alone, hungry and forgotten, Giliraj remembered the saint's words. Years passed. He returned slowly. This time, his comedy praised people, lifted hearts, healed wounds. Laughter returned. Not loud, but peaceful. Talent without kindness becomes cruelty. Success built on sarcasm collapses quickly. True laughter never leaves scars. For more moral stories that awaken clarity, subscribe to Clarity Mantra.